Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your weekly All Signs Tarot reading. I am looking at the week of June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025. And as always, I am starting with Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. And all of the timestamps will be listed down below. As always, I do want to say welcome to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. If you are interested in having a private reading, my website information is listed down below. All right, let's get started. What does Aries have coming up for this week? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, what does Aries have coming up for this week? Very nice, Aries. The first card that jumped right out is the Four of Wands. Very nice. So there could be a celebration. The home may be significant. Let's see. Queen of Cups, Judgment, the World. Look at this. The Chariot, Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, overall energy. Aries, very nice reading. Oh my goodness. And I believe last week as well, you guys had a great spread. Your monthly may have been great. All right, let me just make sure that you guys can see everything. Okay. And we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there definitely feels like, Aries, there's like a reunion. There could be like a family reunion this week. Somebody could be coming to see you. Somebody could be coming to your house. First card out, Four of Wands. You've got the Four of Wands here, and you've also got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles as the overall. I mean, beautiful energy around family, family life. I definitely see many of you having a very strong foundation. You could be creating a family legacy here at this time, definitely. Others, there may be travel. There could be travel to a new house. So those of you that are moving, you definitely could be moving to a place that you absolutely love, and you may actually like spend the rest of your life there, or you may live there for many, many years. Yeah, I mean, you may start a family. Family is significant this week. Six of Cups. Oh my goodness, look at this. Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Empress. Yeah, for some of you, yeah, this can be pregnancy. It may be a secret. You've got the High Priestess there. So you've got the High Priestess, Death, the Empress, Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. This is change that you've been waiting for. For some of you, you've been wishing for this. It is a wish come true. It could be starting a family. It could be expanding your family. For some of you, maybe you're going to be a grandparent. It could be something like that. But this makes you very, very happy. Those of you that have been like hiding a pregnancy, it could be coming out. You could be sharing that news with family this week. But this is change that just feels right. This is change that just feels right. I see a lot of happiness, a lot of happiness. I definitely see many of you celebrating something. If you're reuniting with family, it's just that you're having a great time. You're happy. Yeah, I see you happy and having fun. Some of you could be traveling with family. Maybe you're on vacation. I'm definitely seeing travel in the cards for some of you. The Chariot, the World. Other Aries are starting like the next chapter. You're starting the next chapter. And if you are older, I am reading for some Aries where you could be retiring and you're happy. Some of you are retiring and you're happy and you're going to be spending more time maybe at home, could be outside even, creating a home or really focused on the home. Doing something to the home, could be redecorating. Whatever you're doing, it's making you happy. But 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles here, which is great, along with the 4 of Wands. That was the first card out. So I don't see any money issues here at this time. I actually see you either creating a really strong foundation, reaching a place in your career where you feel just very secure. Like you're staying put, or for those of you that are retiring, you're doing quite well here. And I see you happy. I see you just very happy. Queen of Cups, very happy, very content. Happy with family. The 7 of Swords is here. So this is interesting. We do have the new moon in Cancer. So we have the new moon on the 25th. And it's the Cancer new moon. So that day may be significant for some of you. I mean, you could be coming up with a strategy here. 7 of Swords is not always negative. It's avoidant energy. Can be you avoiding someone. Maybe you're avoiding someone in the family that you don't want to talk to if there's like a family reunion. Something like that. Whatever you're doing, I feel like you feel like it's a good choice. Your judgment is on point right now. And so if you're like avoiding one thing and then moving forward with another, there's a knowing here. There's definitely like an inner knowing that you're making the right choices here at this time. And on this particular 7 of Swords, this person is like peeking out from the tree. He's about to like shoot his shot. So he's waiting for like the right moment, the exact right moment for him to take action. So that's really what this is. I'm not getting this in a negative sense. I'm really not. So there's something that you're doing here and you're just waiting. You're waiting until it feels right. It's something with family or it's something with the home, your legacy. There's something you're doing and I feel like you're waiting until it's the exact right moment to take action. But, I mean, that moment is coming here. It's your call here. And I'm also seeing many of you just really enjoying where you're at right now in your life. You're enjoying this moment because you're about to start like the next chapter. And so if you are retiring, you're enjoying this moment. You're enjoying, you know, the start of retirement because maybe you know that like next year you're going to be babysitting or something like that. You know that, you know, this moment where you're at is not going to, you know, last forever. So you're just enjoying it, really. That's how I'm seeing this. You're just really enjoying this moment. And for those of you that are single, I'm seeing you like happily single. Some of you, you're doing your own thing. Maybe you do have a family. Maybe you're spending time with your family. There could be a family reunion this week and you're happy. You're happy financially in a good place. I mean, for some of you, you're feeling just quite whole, quite good. There could be like a big level up here within your career. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, a wish coming in. Some of you are like bumping into someone that you haven't seen in a long time, and it's making you very happy. And there's really nothing I want to clarify here. I really don't. I was gonna look at the Seven of Swords, but I really just don't feel the need. So let's get you an additional guidance card. You've got Judgment, you've got the World. So again, you're at the end of a chapter. So, you know, if you live in a particular place and you love it, but you know that, you know, a year or a few years down the road, you're moving somewhere else or something like that. You're just enjoying where you're at right now. What is the additional guidance for Aries this week? We've got You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. So maybe for some of you, a Virgo is significant. Full moon vibes, you've got the World. Again, a chapter wrapping up. And then have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. You are good enough. So maybe you're in a good place right now. You're in a really good place right now and you're enjoying it, which is great. That's exactly what you should be doing. But again, you know that like maybe a year from now or whatever it is, you know that there is a change coming in. And for some of you, if you're doubting yourself or doubting that, this is saying you are good enough, have faith, stay positive. All right, what is the guidance for Aries on the love front for this week? We do have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and then make the effort. Oh, that's an interesting combination, Aries. All right, so if you feel like you're in an unrequited situation, this could be you making the effort elsewhere. I mean, you could be making the effort to leave a situation. We've got movement, we've got travel. So for some of you, this is maybe leaving a marriage, but if you resonate like that, you are good. For some of you, you're like golden. You're good. You're really good. You're happy. That's exactly what you wanted. Now you could be making the effort with someone new or putting yourself out there. If you're in a relationship and you're not happy or you're not feeling that spark or that passion anymore, this is saying for some of you, you're making the effort as far as maybe like reigniting that passion. All right, who is Aries dealing with? We do have this Queen of Cups, strong Cancer here, so maybe a Cancer is significant. We are in Cancer season. We have the Cancer new moon. But Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio may be significant. Who is Aries dealing with? All right, we have Libra, maybe a Libra, maybe a Sagittarius. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Taurus have coming up? Nine of Cups, Taurus. First card out. Very nice. Taurus. What does Taurus have coming up? June 23rd through to about the 29th. The Lovers. And it just flew out, Taurus. Some of you are very happy in a connection, or you're about to be, Taurus. Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Hermit, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Overall energy is the 8 of Wands. So this is movement. This is the energy gaining momentum. So things are starting to take off, Taurus. Things are starting to happen. There may be travel. Travel could be coming up for some of you. Some of you, you've got a lot going on at this time. You definitely could be multitasking, but I see you just handling it perfectly. So 8 of Wands, there's news, there's communication. You do have the King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Also maybe significant, maybe a Virgo is significant. But you've got a couple of kings here, so that certainly can be your energy here, earth energy. King of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands with the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Couple of sevens here. So 7 of Wands, this is you knowing. This is you knowing exactly what you want, and you're going after it. For some of you, you may be like standing your ground. You may be fighting for something that you want. This is you speaking up, though. This is you speaking up, especially when it comes to something with money or within your career here. I see you having a lot of energy here around your career or something with finances. Yeah, definitely see you having a lot of energy here with that. 8 of Wands, again, this is an energy shift. Things are moving. Things definitely may have been at a standstill for some of you, but for others, you know, maybe you were in hermit mode with the Hermit here. You may have like pulled back your energy. You may have taken a break. That was like a pause. For those of you that are still in that energy at the start of the week, by the end of the week, this is an energy shift here. But honestly, I feel like for many of you, you're coming out of that. That's like old energy. This is movement. I see you just like very active. You have a lot going on. So maybe some of you Taurians, you feel like you're kind of playing catch up, but you're good. You're good. You're able to multitask with the 2 of Pentacles here, 8 of Wands, King of Wands. You're able to multitask. You definitely got it going on here. You've got a lot of energy. Even if, you know, at certain times it does feel like a struggle with that 10 of Wands, I see you like pushing through, pushing forward, really. Some of you this week, you're like juggling family life. Some of you may actually like take care of maybe like an elderly parent or grandparent, something like that. I definitely see you working hard. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I definitely see you working hard. And if you were like a Taurus that was trying to lose weight, I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am getting that. For some of you, I feel like you're seeing something there with that too. So either you're starting to lose weight, or if you were lacking energy, again, there's an energy shift. So there's a change here, and it's for the better. It's definitely positive. First card that came out is the Nine of Cups. This is a wish card. So there definitely may be like a wish that's coming in for you, Taurus. If you were wishing for help, for some of you, this can be help that's coming in. Maybe you have a Virgo, or maybe you have a King of Wands or King of Pentacles that is helping you. Other Taurians, though, this is you happy with a relationship, happy in a relationship, happy with a life choice that you're making here. So for those of you that have to make a very important decision, you're happy with the choice that you're making. You've got the happily ever after card. So Nine of Cups, the Lovers, 10 of Cups. Some of you are working on your relationship. Yeah, I mean, if you have a family, if you're partnered, you definitely could be traveling. You could be going somewhere this week. However you resonate, I mean, the energy is really positive. You do have the 10 of Wands, but I'm not really worried about it, honestly. For some of you, that was a heavier energy that you were dealing with when maybe you were on your own. And then for other Taurians, this could be connected to health for some of you. Others, I just feel like you've got a lot going on and you're juggling, you're multitasking, but you're good. Honestly, you're good. As far as the energy, things are looking up. You have enough energy. Let's see, what is the 10 of Wands for Taurus? 10 of Wands, yeah, even when I cut the cards, 2 of Pentacles. So you're definitely juggling, being flexible here. What is the 10 of Wands for Taurus? What is the 10 of Wands? 9 of Cups, again, twice. So make a wish, Taurus. If you have not made a wish, make a wish. But yeah, things are going to work out. So however you resonate, things are going to work out. Lots of healing energy here. Look at this. So you've got 3, technically, Taurus, 3 wish cards. So the 9 of Cups twice and the Star. There's happiness, there's peace, there's healing vibes that are coming in. If you were wishing to like heal a relationship, a friendship, I definitely see that. What is the additional guidance for Taurus? Additional guidance. You may be dealing with a Virgo, a Gemini, a Pisces perhaps, an Aquarius. We've got earth energy, we've got fire energy here. What is the additional guidance for Taurus? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. There is a new moon. It's the Cancer new moon on the 25th. But this is beautiful. So 9 of Cups twice. That is an abundance card. It's emotional abundance, but it's also financial. A lot of people don't read it like that, but it is. It's talking about a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, and abundance comes in many forms. But you've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So for some of you, this is emotional and financial abundance. And with that Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you've been working hard. You deserve this. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Maybe a Gemini is significant for some of you. But you've got double new moon cards here, so that's really good. That new moon energy is significant. Worth waiting for. So this card just flew right out. So if you are single, Taurus, for some of you, you have a wish coming in. It could be on the love front. Maybe you're happy with your life right now, but again, maybe you're going to meet someone, or if you're wishing for love or wishing for like a deeper connection, whatever it is, whatever you're wishing for, this is saying it's worth the wait. All right, guidance for Taurus on the love front, guidance for Taurus. If you're doing any sort of online dating, that may take off, that may lead somewhere. Could be just talking to someone here at this time. Taurus. Ooh, look at this. For some of you, this is what's coming in. This is what's worth the wait, and it's passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there is a passionate relationship that is coming up for some of you. And if you're partnered, I mean, this could be you reigniting the passion. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. All right, who is Taurus dealing with? Who's Taurus dealing with? Cancer, look at that. So you could be dealing with the Cancer, or Cancer season is significant. The Cancer new moon is significant. And then we've got Virgo. Cancer or Virgo. All right, Taurus. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini, looking at the week of June 23rd through to about the 29th. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini, what do they have coming up? Temperance. First card out is Temperance. The Hierophant, so two majors. The Fool. Ace of Wands, Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. The Hanged Man, the King of Swords. Look at this, Ace of Swords overall energy. All right, this is good. Some of you, you've been stuck dealing with, maybe dealing with a lot of heartache, pain, maybe finding it hard to let go or heal completely. For some of you, others, you've been stuck in like a difficult situation. Eight of Pentacles, this could be a work situation for some of you. But with this Ace of Swords coming in, this is the overall energy. There is communication. There's also, for some of you, this is a change in your perspective. So you could be looking at someone or something very differently. Others, you're just changing your mind. I see you changing your mind. Ace of Swords. This could be you hearing something. You may be gaining that clarity. For some of you, you have a lot of spiritual energy here around you. Maybe, you know, maybe you saw something, or maybe, yeah, you're just seeing things differently and you're being divinely guided. This Ace of Swords for some of you is like an amazing idea. It's an amazing idea. It may be an idea for like a new business. Maybe some of you just wake up one day and you're like, I want to do this for a living. I want to, try something new with the Fool. Do something you've never done before. It may require taking some sort of chance or leap of faith. Yeah, I mean, this definitely could be on the career front for many of you, either having a business idea or just like maybe realizing that you want to do something else. You're changing your mind as far as maybe your career path. Some of you, I mean, you could have been dealing with an air sign. King of Swords doesn't have to be an air sign. Could be a Pisces, could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, could be a Sagittarius. You know, maybe I'm reading for some Geminis where you're sick of working for somebody else and you're about to start your own business. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Hermit, okay, the Chariot, Four of Cups. You've got some Cancerian vibes here, and we do have the Cancer new moon, so set those intentions. I definitely see you doing that, especially if you're not happy. Look at this Four of Cups. So if you're not happy, this is movement, the Chariot. You're jumping in the driver's seat here. This is something you've thought about, you've meditated on this, literally you've thought about this and thought about this. Or that's what you're doing this week. You're thinking it through thoroughly. But if you're not happy, you are taking action. Some of you are not happy. That's what this is. This is disappointment. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. Something is no longer serving you, or you're just not happy. Maybe you feel like there's no more opportunities here for growth. You're feeling stuck. I see some of you doing some soul searching here at this time. And you're making a change. So for many of you, I do feel like this is on the career front. But really, I mean, this could be any area of your life. If you're not happy, I see you doing something about it. And for those of you that were hurt in the past, and this is old energy, you've been trying to heal, you're not fully healed, you have a lot of spiritual energy here around you. You're definitely being guided. And you're definitely being guided to look up, to remain positive, to remain focused on your dreams. Whatever it is that you want for yourself, don't give up on that. Keep working hard. That's really a strong message that I'm getting for you guys, to stay positive and don't give up on your dreams. And if you're not happy, I mean, this is perfect as far as setting those new intentions and taking those action steps here. As far as making some changes, yes, you're still going to have to be patient, of course, but this is definitely a good time to take action. Yeah, I mean, I love this. I love this. The Fool with the Ace of Wands. This is a lot of new, fresh energy, planting a new seed, feeling inspired. Living in the moment. Some of you may live in the moment and you just may go for something. Temperance. First card out with the Hierophant. You know, I could be reading for some Geminis where, you know, maybe you worked for a large company or maybe a school, something like that. And you could have dealt with a lot of, I don't know, restrictions, a lot of rules and all of that. And now some of you are maybe going to start your own business. So that is literally like night and day. Very different energy. But let's clarify, and I do apologize for any background noise. So even when I cut the cards, Gemini, we've got the Hanged Man. So Hanged Man twice. You may be dealing with a Pisces, but that again is you gaining a fresh perspective. And for some of you, it definitely may be a more positive perspective here. There's a realization. All right, what is the Three of Swords for Gemini? Please clarify. Look at that. So 3 and 1 is 4 swords. You are healing. I mentioned that earlier. You are healing. For some of you, you're making peace with the situation. You're letting go of it. You're moving on. Healing is a process. And so I am reading for some Geminis where, I mean, it's taken some time, but you're healing. You are definitely healing. Let's see, what is the Hanged Man? Let's take a look at the Hanged Man for Gemini. Waiting for the right time to take action. Queen of Rods, to go after your heart's desires. Yeah, I mean, some of you could be waiting for that right moment. Others, I mean, you may be waiting on. This could be a person, maybe a fire sign, maybe an Aries. Yeah, this could be something with a relationship for some of you. Two of Cups. What is the additional guidance for Gemini? What is the additional guidance? All right, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. We do have nothing will come of this situation. That's at the bottom of the deck. So Void of Course, Moon. I feel like that's really for those of you that you're letting go of like a job or a career path. For some of you, I mean, it could be a relationship, but you're seeing things differently, and this is you moving forward. Others, you're changing your mind. You're moving forward. Maybe you see that, you know, a path isn't going to work out. It only leads to disappointment. You could be gaining that clarity, and now you're going to be putting your energy, your effort into something else. And this could be new love. Page of Cups is there. I mean, this could be new love for some of you. All right, let's take a look at love. For Gemini, what is the guidance on the love front for Gemini? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So on the love front, for some of you, if you are partnered, this can talk about needing to get on the same page. If you're dating, if you're meeting someone new, this card can point out that you and this person are different. You may be very different. This person may be your complete opposite, but that's not always a bad thing. And maybe some of you are gaining like a fresh perspective as far as that. We do have let your friends help. So you may meet someone through a friend. This is ask for and accept support from others. So yeah, I mean, you could be meeting someone through a friend, or if you want to meet someone, they're saying maybe go out, hang out with your friends more. You definitely may meet someone when you're out with your friends, and you may meet someone that's very different from you. Let's see, who's Gemini dealing with? Who is Gemini dealing with? have Taurus. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus. We've got the Hierophant there. And we've got air. So you also could be dealing with a fellow air sign with this King of Swords. All right, Gemini. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up for this week? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025, Cancer. And if you happen to have a birthday this week, happy birthday, Cancer. All right, what does Cancer have coming up for this week? Cancer. Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. So there definitely may be a Cancer Aries connection, because as soon as I seen the Two of Cups, I got Aries. So yeah, there's definitely maybe a Cancer Aries connection. Maybe you have Aries in your chart, so this is a confirmation that the message is for you, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries. But Two of Cups and Six of Cups, I mean, strong reunion vibes. You definitely could be reuniting with someone, and that's what Aries reading was all about. All right, Cancer. Cancer, what does Cancer have coming up? Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, the Fool. Overall energy, Five of Cups. All right. For some of you, this feels like closure here. So I am reading for some Cancers that maybe you're reuniting with like a friend or a sibling, someone that you had a falling out with, but there is closure coming in. There may even be like an apology. We've got the Five of Wands, so this definitely could be petty. So if you are like reuniting with friends or family this week, just watch out for like petty arguments. You know, maybe you have a strong opinion about something, and this family member, this friend, they may feel the complete opposite. Is it worth losing the friendship over? No, it's definitely not. So something petty. So there needs to be maybe strong boundaries this week. There could be like a clashing of energies here. But yeah, you've got, let's see, a few fives. So 5, 5, 5 may be significant. So maybe you're seeing that on the clock for some of you. Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Yeah, some of you are definitely seeing the fives. I'm getting that. Strong psychic vibes though. Very, very strong psychic vibes here. So this is letting me know, Cancer, you're going through this transitional phase. And so I'm not really getting that something is leaving your life at this time. For some of you, something could have already left. But, you know, there's a lot of like challenging energies here around this. Not like serious challenges. It's more of just like, it's a struggle. Maybe there's a lot of competition, or maybe there's friends or family that don't like what you're doing or the direction you're moving in. Some of you may work in a very like competitive field or environment. So the energy is a little tricky, and maybe at times it's a little frustrating. That's really what I'm getting. I'm not seeing like something leaving your life. It's not that sort of transition. It's more of like passing through a little bit of like a challenging time, but I feel like that's a strong word. It may be more of like an emotionally challenging time, more emotional. There could be some inner struggles going on here. With the Moon and the Ace of Cups, this is a lot of emotional energy. And the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So maybe you don't trust people, trust a situation. Yeah, you may not trust a lot of people. Five of Wands. So at work or wherever you go, this could be with family. The people that you're dealing with, you know, maybe your intuition is picking up on something. This really feels like trust issues. For some of you, you may put up like a very strong boundary here with people or a person. If you feel played with, if they've made you feel like you're not good enough, anything like that. Nine of Wands for me is a card that does represent having a very strong boundary, and blocking out this energy here. This Five of Wands could be someone that you're clashing with and you're left disappointed. That's what the Five of Cups is. It's not always loss, and again, I'm not seeing loss. This is more emotional, and it's disappointment, really. It's disappointment. You may be disappointed in a lot of people. You may be disappointed that, you know, there's a lot of competition around something. Just don't blame yourself. With this energy, like I said, it's a little tricky and it's emotional. So I definitely could be reading for some Cancers where you're like blaming yourself for something, or you're taking something personal. You feel maybe like you're not good enough. For some of you, that's what this is. This is like a lot of self-doubt, a lot of insecurities, also a lot of fear, like fear of being abandoned, fear around maybe financial issues, like not having enough money. There's a lot of fear. That's really what I'm getting with this. Fearing the worst. And then for others, again, there's this energy here where I feel like you have an opportunity, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, to mend a relationship, to reunite with someone, or even several people that maybe you are not seeing eye to eye with. For some of you, there's an opportunity here to heal a relationship or relationships. But it's up to you. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, that internal struggle could be going on within yourself because you're conflicted and you don't know if you should. I mean, your heart definitely may be telling you, you know, to go for it, to heal, to mend the relationship, but then, you know, that fear creeps in. This can definitely be like a clashing of egos. But yeah, just don't allow something petty to come in between you and another person, especially if you love this person. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, whether, you know, it's romantic or not. This could be something with a sibling, a best friend. If it's petty, then, you know, it's not worth it. But let's clarify. We will take a look at this Five of Cups, which is the overall. For some of you, you are thinking about the past. There is this nostalgic energy here. You're thinking about the past, maybe something that went down in the past. Thinking about the past a lot, and that's why we have this Five of Cups. Something could have went down in the past, and it's left you maybe guarded, or some of you do feel wounded. What is the Five of Cups for Cancer? Seven of Swords. For some of you, though, this is in the reverse. So if there was deception around a matter, if another person lied to you, this can be a matter of you forgiving them, putting it behind you, forgiving them. With this Page of Cups, this definitely may be an apology. And for some of you, this is you like struggling. Should I forgive them? Should I give them another chance? You know, they wounded me, or they abandoned me. Or, you know, there was a lack in this relationship. It was one-sided, or whatever it is. This person may live in the moment, and they may come towards you suddenly. It may be unexpected, and, you know, they're talking to you. They may apologize. For those of you where it's not an apology, I mean, they're being extra nice. Maybe trying to get back on your good side. Let's see, what is this Five of Wands for Cancer? What is the Five of Wands? Knight of Pentacles. So this could be at work again. For some of you, it may be at work. There may have been an issue, a clashing with maybe an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Maybe Cancer, maybe you were trying to do something by the book. Knight of Pentacles, very responsible, loyal energy. Someone who, you know, checks all the boxes. You know, maybe you were trying to take care of something in a certain way and do it, you know, the right way with this earth energy. And this can be someone or maybe people around you that maybe there was deception. Maybe they were lied to, or maybe they were not seeing the whole picture, whatever it is. And so there was a clashing here. What is the Nine of Wands? Let's see. Four of Cups. Six of Swords. So moving forward, Spirit guiding you. It is transitional energy, like I mentioned earlier. It's movement. It's putting the past behind you, putting this... my apologies. Putting this petty argument behind you and moving forward. Look at the bigger picture. Look at that. I mean, that could not resonate more. Look at the bigger picture. And that card came out immediately. So that is full moon in Sagittarius. Take time to breathe out. So take a moment before you react, especially those of you that are feeling triggered here at this time. Knight of Pentacles looking at the Five of Wands. Calm yourself. Take a moment. Don't let anybody trigger you. I mean, this can... For some of you with this Seven of Swords and that Five of Cups, that is you maybe avoiding someone that hurt you. And with this Knight of Pentacles here on the Five of Wands, if somebody is trying to trigger you, you may avoid them. You may avoid a conflict. If someone's trying to trigger you, trying to push your buttons, don't react. Take a moment. Look at the bigger picture. So think long term, and then also take time to breathe out. So take a moment, calm down, ground yourself. That's what that is saying. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front for Cancer. Guidance on the love front. Look at this. Reconciliation with separation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, and then time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Again, this is a reconciliation for some of you, but I am reading for some Cancers where you're struggling. You don't know if you should. Some of you want to, like your heart definitely wants to, but there's a past there. And so, yeah, you're in separation, but you're contemplating if you want to reconcile with this person. And then again, for others, I mean, this can be pointing out that someone from your past that you have been separated from is coming back around. And it could be an ex. Release your ex is at the bottom. And it does say the time has come to clear your energy. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're not like getting over an ex, this message could just be saying to clear your energy. You need to clear your energy. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know why I'm even getting like clearing out clutter to make space, because you definitely have got fresh energy coming in. This is your new moon, so very powerful energy for you, Cancer. So yeah, try to stay focused. This is more of like a distracting energy, that Five of Wands. And then with someone from your past popping up or trying to pop back up in your life. All right, who's Cancer dealing with? Who's Cancer dealing with? You could be dealing with another Cancer. We've got Virgo. I'm going to go again. Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer or a Virgo. Or an Aries. Or an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right, Cancer. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leo, what does Leo have coming up for this week? Leo. Leo, what does Leo have coming up looking at this week? June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025 for Leo. Ten of Cups. Oh, the Fool. The Fool was hiding. So the Fool with the Ten of Cups. Very nice, Leo. For some of you, maybe a child is significant. Family definitely may be significant. We've got Judgment. Queen of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. Five of Pentacles. The Star, overall energy, Two of Pentacles. All right. So I also see you having a lot of energy, multitasking. You've got a lot going on. Another sign did have that, so watch your other signs. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So definitely seeing communication. Good news, if you're waiting on any news around money, anything work related or school related, I do see news coming in. For others, this can be a little extra money. Maybe something you're doing on the side because you feel this lack. You feel this lack, or you're just trying to make a little extra money for some of you. But Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Justice, Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there may have been like a delay in the past. For some of you, this could be something legal. You know, maybe there was a delay with some money coming in or some news. For some of you, that delay is over with. You're hearing something this week. For some of you, you have to make a decision. Two of Pentacles. This could be you going back and forth. For some of you Leos, you're doing your research. But whatever you do decide, I feel like you're making the right choice, the right decision here. If you have something legal that's ongoing, you may accept an offer. For some of you, you're accepting like maybe some sort of offer here, just so you can be free from a situation. Yeah, for some of you, it's time to heal. You're definitely being guided. And I feel like your luck is turning around. So for some of you, Leos, you may have felt out in the cold or unlucky with this Five of Pentacles, but that's changing. And I really like how you've got the Five of Pentacles here, but you've got Judgment right on top of it. So this is literally, for some of you, like you rising up from the ashes. You're coming out of a difficult time. That Five of Pentacles, poverty. For some of you, it is poverty. It could be debt. But for others, it's just that lack, like feeling like you don't make enough money. Yeah, I mean, it's just a feeling of lack. It can be a lack mindset. It can be depression. It can be a number of different things. Feeling abandoned. But you're releasing that. So for some of you, you're healing. Others, you're just coming out of that time in your life where you felt like that. And you're healing. You're making peace with the situation. Some of you, you're feeling incredibly lucky, blessed. The Star with the Wheel of Fortune. The Fool. You could be starting a family. If you have a family, you're just feeling very blessed. Yeah, blessed for your family. Family may be very significant. And what's interesting is I did say that to Aries. And so some of you could be dealing with an Aries, or maybe you have Aries in your chart. But yeah, I see you just feeling very blessed. Two of Pentacles, you've got a lot going on. There may be some sort of event that's coming up and you're trying to like work, take care of the family, and then also, you know, maybe go to this event. Could be like a family reunion for some of you. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Some of you Leos, you may be helping. You may be giving money or time, energy. You could be helping someone in their time of need. So 5 of Pentacles is not your energy. For some of you, it's somebody else around you, and maybe you're helping them in some way. So whatever you're doing, remember, you're making the right choice. Some of you, very good judge of character here at this time. Queen of Wands, that's definitely your energy, fire energy here. And the Queen of Wands is marrying the Fool. So again, Aries energy. I don't know if you have Aries in your chart, but if you do, definitely go watch that reading. But Queen of Wands, motivated, energized, especially with the 2 of Pentacles as the overall. If you're working multiple jobs, I see you having the energy. Sometimes we feel like we just don't have the energy. You know, I just can't do it today. I just can't do it this week. We don't have the energy. But for you, it's the opposite. So if you've been feeling like that, you're coming out of that. For some of you, could be physically recovering. So maybe something was going on. Maybe it was depression. But for others, you know, maybe you were under the weather or something like that. And now you're healing. You're feeling more balanced here this week. If you were unable to save money, if you were having, you know, issues with being able to save money, for some of you, I see you being able to maybe start to save some money. But yeah, needing to stay positive. This is a very optimistic energy. All right, we will take a look at this 5 of Pentacles for Leo, please. What is the 5 of Pentacles? For some of you, literally like 1 or 2 of you, and if you resonate, definitely let me know if you resonate with this. For some of you, there could be like a small expense. And this would be small. This is not something expensive. It's not something big. But there could be something small that does come up. It could be something with a home. Maybe a vehicle. But I'm definitely seeing a house here. Could be something with the property as well. 4 of Swords. Looking at, okay, interesting, the 5 of Pentacles. So again, some of you healing. Others, you may have been out of work. So out of work, maybe going back to work. Others, again, healing, recovering. Could be physically recovering. Yeah, that's what this is. You've got the World here. So for some of you Leos, that's exactly what this is you're physically recovering. Mentally, emotionally as well, you're recovering. You've got the World, you've got Judgment, the World, the Fool, all showing up here. You've got the Wheel. What this is telling me is it's time. It is time to start that next chapter. What is the additional guidance for Leo? Yeah, look at this. Very blessed, very lucky, fortunate energy here this week, Leo. So definitely take advantage of this. Oh my goodness. I mean, it couldn't resonate more. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. And then luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So you've got full moon and new moon vibes. This is definitely the energy shifting, and you're going with the flow, you're handling it. Whatever life is thrown at you this week, even if you do have like a little expense, even if you have to maybe take a couple days out of work, whatever it is, yeah, this is the end to a tough cycle and things are looking up. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? What is the guidance on the love front? We've got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So, yeah, some of you may need a break. So, do it. Go for it. If you're happy at home, then, you know, be wherever you're happy. So, for some of you, that's you happy at home or happy with your family, happy maybe spending time with a child or children. For some of you, I am getting that. And again, I feel like there's just really strong healing vibes here. So for some of you on the love front, you could be forgiving someone. All right, who is Leo dealing with? Who's Leo dealing with? Who is Leo dealing with? We've got Pisces and water. So definitely maybe dealing with a water sign. All right, Leo. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo. All right, June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025. What does Virgo have coming up? So 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. For some of you, these definitely may be in the reverse. Virgo, what does Virgo have coming up for this week? Virgo. Ace of Swords. Five of Swords, 6 of Swords. Look at that. The Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, overall energy, Queen of Wands. So you're taking action. You are definitely taking action. So if you felt stuck or you pulled back your energy because you needed time to maybe like observe, you needed a moment. I feel like that moment is over with, and this is you moving forward. 7 of Cups, maybe for some of you Virgos, you may have not been seeing a situation clearly, but that clarity is coming in. You've got the Ace of Swords here with the Hanged Man. So clarity is coming in. You may see a situation, a person. You may see something differently here at this time. Others, you could be changing your mind here about something. 7 of Cups. Maybe you or somebody around you, someone may have had like the wrong idea. So 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, someone stuck. Someone who's stuck hanging on to like a possibility, or the 7 of Cups can be like wearing rose-colored glasses. You know, maybe you or someone around you, someone may not have been seeing a situation clearly. And again, that clarity, that perspective is coming in. And then for others, I mean, this can be some Virgos like hanging on to heartache, hanging on to some sort of pain and maybe not healing. Two of Wands, the Hermit. Choosing peace. Maybe you're a Virgo that chose peace. You chose to maybe pull back your energy or to separate from someone, especially if there was like a lot of confusion around that, or you're doing that here at this time. If someone is like giving you the runaround or confusing you, maybe not letting you know like where you stand or something like that, this is you taking action. You've got the Queen of Wands as the overall energy, which is great. I see you having a lot of energy. I'm definitely reading for some Virgos where you're speaking your truth. Could be very loud this week. If you feel a certain way, this can be you definitely like voicing your opinion. But somebody, either you or somebody around you, may not have like all of the information, or they were not seeing a situation clearly, but that's changing. You do have the Ace of Swords with the Five of Swords, so that's interesting. This is 6 swords, and you've got the 6 of Swords right here. So you're definitely moving out of this 5 of Swords energy, which could be like unhealthy competition for some of you. Maybe you're dealing with a narcissist, dealing with definitely a challenging energy, but this is you keeping your distance. This is you being guided away from that situation. For some of you, you're seeing the situation differently and you're moving on mentally, emotionally. You're moving on. If you took a step back and you were like really going over a situation, like evaluating a situation or something, someone, I feel like that time period is over with and now you're moving forward. I mean, if you're like a boss, if you own a company or you run a company, anything like that, if you sit in like a higher level position, you know, maybe you were evaluating your workers or something like that. And there's definitely a new perspective. And I see you moving forward. Others, expect news, definitely financial news. There definitely may be an opportunity here to make a little extra money. Some of you have options this week, and it's time to narrow down those options. What's real, what's realistic, what isn't. But there is definitely real opportunities here to make a little extra money, or to maybe, yeah, this could be like you doing something on the side, or maybe working extra hours. There's extra money coming in. The Queen of Wands has a lot of energy. If you are feeling bored or stuck, this is you doing something about it. You definitely could be speaking your truth. Let's clarify. Let's take a look at this 5 of Swords for Virgo. What is the 5 of Swords. The Ace of Cups. So healing vibes, definitely. If you got into it with someone and you exchanged some not so nice words, this can be you healing with that person. Can be you healing. So if you were feeling like bullied or anything like that, this can be you healing. Four of Rods. Queen of Swords, which could be your energy, or maybe an ear sign. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, that's significant. Gaining a fresh perspective in regards to maybe a group or a family situation. What is the additional guidance for Virgo? What is the additional guidance? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and then adjustments are required. So change is coming in. We do have the Cancer new moon on the 25th, but change is coming in, adjustments are required. That could be that Seven of Pentacles right there. For some of you, you definitely could be like reevaluating, looking at the past, looking at a situation, what's worked, what hasn't. It's definitely a good time to make those adjustments. Let's see, what is the guidance on the love front for Virgo? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Who is Virgo dealing with? Who's Virgo dealing with? Okay. Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra. Libra, what does Libra have coming up for this week? Libra. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles. Overall energy, Libra, is the Five of Swords. So a couple of fives here, or actually 3 fives. So you may be seeing 555. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so Page of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Wow, okay. So this is, for some of you, this is fresh energy. This is a new start. So this is a heavy, definitely a more challenging energy, but it's 2 tens. So I feel like a cycle is ending. It's wrapping up. But with the fives, it's been a little challenging. So I feel like you know that something is over with. You know that a cycle is done. You know this. But maybe you've been experiencing like little obstacles, like one thing after another for some of you. And it's just been a struggle. It's just been a struggle. But there is good news coming in. There's good news around a new beginning. Oh yeah, look at this. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups. So for some of you, it's a wish. Page of Swords. There's definitely news. For some of you, it can be a wish come true. So yeah, this is you closing the door, Libra. It's you closing the door on a very, very tough time. And you're opening a new door, but for some of you, it may feel like a little bit of a struggle. And maybe it could be because you work in like an extremely competitive field or environment. Some of you are under a lot of pressure. So maybe something like failed in the past, something didn't work out, and now you're feeling the pressure. You're really feeling the pressure. And some of you are definitely seeing like 555, maybe on the clock. This is like growing pains. Some of you may be dealing with like some lessons. But 5 of Swords energy, overall energy, this can be like playing a win. So some of you, this definitely feels like it could be something legal for you. So if you have like a lawsuit pending or something like that, for some of you, you're playing a win, definitely. You feel this loss, something happened. First card out is 7 of Cups, so there may be some sort of confusion around this. Or you need more information. Some of you may feel fooled or even like cheated in some way, maybe cheated out of money. But yeah, you're feeling a loss, and that's why we have this 5 of Swords. You do not want to feel any more loss here. You're playing a win. You may feel like, you know, people around you are like throwing things in your path, like challenges, obstacles at you, like making things harder for you. But what's going to help you is staying grounded. Pick and choose your battles, definitely. Don't let yourself get triggered. Listen to your intuition. Also with the High Priestess here, I would keep certain things, information to yourself, because yeah, some of you may work in like a very, it's like a tough field to be in right now for some of you. But you know, maybe this field has been great, you know, in the past. For some of you, this could be, you know, where you really like established yourself, created a name for yourself. You've done very well here with the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. But you know, maybe there's more competition now. There's a lack, or maybe you don't like make as much money as you used to. For some of you, that's what this is. Some of you may have had to like dip into your savings. There's definitely a feeling of lack, but you don't want to manifest this by accident. So be careful with this. Just keep working hard, stay focused, have that abundant mindset. Nine of Pentacles. Also keep your business to yourself. I want to say that, like, keep your business, especially when it comes to money, like keep that information to yourself. For some of you, you may have, I don't want to say a hidden enemy, but you may have someone that like smiles to your face, but they're like secretly in competition with you, and maybe they even go as far as like trying to sabotage you. For some of you, it's that sort of energy. So yeah, that's why it's important to really listen to your intuition. Don't feed any sort of negativity, really. Let's take a look at the Five of Swords for Libra. What is the Five of Swords for Libra? The World. So yeah, so this is over with. This can represent like a level up here, learning a lesson, leveling up, keeping your distance from any sort of toxic energies. Four of Cups. If you're not happy in a situation, needing to look at your options, definitely. Let's see, what is the Five of Cups? What's the Five of Cups for Libra? Four of Cups. Yeah, not happy, bored, not happy with the situation. Some of you may feel like you missed an opportunity. Three of Rods. Let's get you an additional guidance card for Libra for this week. Yeah, some of you, you've been maybe waiting for a very long time. You've been working hard, and you've made it to like a certain place, but you want to grow even more. You want to branch out even more, but maybe you're finding it hard to do that. If you're doing any sort of online dating, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So think long term. If you are doing any sort of online dating, I would just be careful with that. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So full moon and new moon vibes. What is the guidance on the love front? We've got honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So transitional energy on the love front. You could definitely be going through a change. Your relationship is changing. Maybe your partner's going through something if it's not you. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is good because for those of you that were going through something, or your partner's going through something or something, this is maybe you taking a break and re-sparking that passion. This could be you going somewhere. That may be a good idea, definitely. If you're single, you're moving forward, you're healing, and there definitely may be a passionate relationship that's coming up. But yeah, if you're doing any sort of online dating, I would just be cautious with that. Take your time. Things may not appear, or things may not be how they appear to be. So that's really what I'm getting with that. Looks are deceiving. So online, someone may look perfect, but then you meet them and things are very different. All right, so Libra. Who's Libra dealing with? Gemini, and we've got air. So definitely maybe a fellow air sign. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Alright guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Alright, let's move on. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Scorpio. All right, Four of Swords, first card out. Death. Seven of Cups, the World. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Ten of Swords, and Page of Cups. All right. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's take a look. So you've got, let's see, a couple of tens. You've got the World. This definitely feels like a chapter wrapping up here. 10 of Wands. Oh, look at this. Yeah, so some of you are definitely coming out of like a very tough time. It's been challenging. Yeah, for some of you Scorpios, you may have felt like blocked or stuck in like an unhealthy situation or environment. You were tied to someone or something. It was draining. I am reading for some Scorpios where you're out. Knight of Swords, you're out, you're taken off. You definitely could be ghosting someone. It's possible. Depends on, you know, your situation. But you're definitely being guided. Look at this. Temperance. You're definitely being guided. The Sun. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. You could be like moving to a sunny climate for some of you, or physically traveling to like a warmer climate. And then for others, I mean, this is you just moving towards healing, happiness, peace, freedom. Something was definitely draining your energy. It was not good. There is some good news coming in with the Page of Cups. There may even be an apology for some of you. So if you are dealing with a person, a relationship that was draining, the person may apologize. You know, maybe they were going through something, or you could have been going through something and maybe they, you know, weren't there for you. It could be a situation like that. And with this Page of Cups, there's definitely communication. Somebody could be like trying to get back on your good side. Somebody may apologize. This also could be you doing this. Maybe you or the other person, someone may not have had like all of the information. Seven of Cups. This can be confusion. Confusion that I feel like gets cleared up though. The World, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something is done. Death, the World, the Ten of Swords. This is definitely you closing the book. Now, some of you have already did that and you're healing. This is you starting a new chapter, and it's a process. It's not overnight. It does take some time. It takes time to heal. Healing is a process. It's a journey. So Four of Swords. In this deck, you see this person on the boat. He's in a boat. That is movement, but it's very peaceful. The waters are calm. It's a very peaceful energy. So this is definitely a process. It's a journey. For some of you, I mean, you could be changing. Yeah, for some of you, you could be changing. For others, you know, maybe your environment. Maybe you're moving house. You may be looking at your options, knowing that you need a change. You also could be viewing a person or a situation differently. So maybe that is this King of Swords. You could be looking at a person or something and seeing things differently at this time. Maybe something was hidden. Somebody could have also been like wearing a mask. So yeah, you may be looking at a situation differently. So that could be with a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, or that could be with a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. For some of you, you definitely could be healing. A relationship may be healing. Again, somebody could be apologizing. If you are partnered, this is a sweet, playful energy. So for the overall, if you're partnered, this is your partner flirting with you, they're playing with you. They're maybe a little sweeter this week. So this can be healing a relationship for some of you. Starting fresh. Starting a new chapter. making a decision together for those of you that are partnered. Maybe some of you or your person, someone could have been living maybe in like a toxic environment for some of you, or maybe you were in like a bad lease or something like that, in over your head. For some of you, you were stuck, but that's changing. And so if that's your person, your partner, if they were stuck like in a bad situation, they could be getting out of it. Maybe you guys are moving in together at this time. Or maybe, you know, that's you. You could be moving in with your person. Maybe you were stuck with like a bad lease or something like that. But it is done. 10 of Swords, the World. 7 of Cups can talk about options, change, options. We will clarify. Let's take a look at the 10 of Swords for Scorpio. If you've been on your own, for some of you, this can be you meeting someone. So if you've been single, for some of you, you're meeting someone. A Virgo may be significant for some of you. We do have the Queen of Pentacles there, so maybe a Virgo is significant. But this is gaining clarity. This is you being wise. You're finding something out. Now, it could be from a King of Swords or a Queen of Pentacles. This could be you learning something. What is death? So this could be a great change within the family, things changing in the family, things changing that will affect many people. Could also be the community. But yeah, there's also this peaceful energy that's coming in. So maybe there was some stuff that was going on, but it's now over with. And there is peace coming in. 2 of Rods. Making plans. Also maybe having the ball in your court. For some of you, this is love. What is the additional guidance for Scorpio? What is the additional guidance? The energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, that's change coming in. For me, this is like the 8 of Wands. So the energy is definitely gaining momentum. Things are picking up. What do you need to release? So that's death. That's letting go. With the 10 of Cups coming out, for some of you, I mean, you could be doing what's best for the family. What is the guidance on the love front for Scorpio? Romantic feelings, yes. So if you've been single on your own for a while, that's over with. Or if you've been in a relationship and it's been a little lonely, that's over with. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. All right, let's see who you're dealing with. Who is Scorpio dealing with? Aquarius. We've got Aquarius and we've got Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Sagittarius. June 23rd through to about the 29th, 2025 for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius have coming up? Queen of Pentacles, first card out. Some of you focused on your finances. Could be focused on a project or your career at the moment. The World. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. Wow, look at these characters. King of Wands, the Emperor, the Empress, Four of Wands. Look at that. Overall energy. Temperance, which is your card. Wow, okay. So there's a lot of characters here. So I feel like this is you, like, managing, Sag. This is you managing. This is you dealing with a number of maybe different energies this week. Four of Swords at the bottom. Some of you are healing. Balance is being restored. There's a nice, like, peaceful energy here. There could be multiple people. Maybe a lot of people were involved in a situation, in something. And now peace is coming in. Peace is being restored here. That's what I want to say. Three of Pentacles. For some of you, this can be a work situation. All right. If there was a job loss, that could be due to there's a lot of competition, or maybe even multiple people. Multiple people may have experienced some financial challenges. So yeah, Sag, if there was a loss of income or a loss of a job for you and maybe multiple other people, this is like finding peace, making peace with the situation. So maybe a business closed, could be something like that. But for some of you, I see you like starting the next chapter here. So whatever you're doing now, some of you may be out of work. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're starting like a home business, like working from home. For some of you, it's something like that. Others, you know, maybe you've been out of work and you could be going back to work. I see you starting a new chapter here. But there could be multiple people. For some of you, this is a situation involving a lot of people. So, you know, if a business closed and you were all like out of work, this could be, you know, things turning around. But you've got Temperance as the overall. You've also got the Emperor and the Empress sitting right here. So an Aries, a Taurus, maybe a Libra, may be significant. But this is like mom and dad vibes. So this could be you and your husband, or your parents that are significant. Maybe you're working with your parents, or working with maybe two people that sit in like higher level positions. So this is masculine, this is feminine, but doesn't have to be, you know, male and female. Doesn't have to be. It really could be anything. Anyone. This is just someone who's more in their masculine energy, and this is someone who's more in their feminine. So we've got the King of Cups here. We've got the Queen of Wands. Could be a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But what's interesting with this spread is you've got the Emperor, you've got the Empress, but then we've also got the King and the Queen of Wands. So if you are partnered, I think the attraction is definitely still there, even if you've been like married for, you know, many, many years. If you're older, you know, I think that the attraction is still there. There's still a lot of love, definitely. You have a strong foundation, that's for sure. Some of you, you have a family. But if you are partnered, you definitely want to pick and choose your battles. And if, you know, you've been married for many years or with someone for many years, you know this already. But, you know, maybe your partner's going through something. Maybe you're going through something. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm getting watch your temper. So for those of you that are coupled, or if you're dealing with like mom and dad, let's say they traveled a long distance to be with you. Maybe they're spending time this week with you and your husband, your wife, your partner. The family could be getting together. And you know, that is like a theme. I've been getting that message a lot for this particular week's readings. So, you know, if a bunch of people are coming together, you definitely just want to pick and choose your battles. You want to watch your temper, obviously. Keep yourself grounded. And for some of you, you definitely are. I mean, the first card that came out was the Queen of Pentacles. So Empress vibes. Earth energy, very strong earth energy. For some of you in particular, you may be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be, but you may be dealing with a Taurus. You may have Taurus in your chart. We've got fire, we've got earth. For some of you, Sagittarius, you may be channeling, honestly, with Temperance here is the overall, you may be channeling both of these energies. If you're dealing with family, or if you're dealing with a lot of people involved in a situation, I mean, you may be stepping into your power and you may be more assertive here and a little bit more like aggressive here, taking action. It's also like a more controlling sort of energy, like controlling a situation. You definitely may be stepping into that energy at certain times this week, and then at other times this is you stepping into like a more softer, nurturing energy. Some of you may be dealing with a King of Cups in particular, and you're giving them a lot of love. There may be a family reunion. Yeah, for some of you, you're like the middle man or woman. You're the middle person who's maybe bringing a bunch of people together. Maybe there was conflict, or, you know, maybe things happened in the past. But you're definitely being guided. You're definitely being protected. As you can see, an angel here on the Temperance card. Let's take a look. Let's see. What is Temperance? Temperance represents balance, moderation. For some of you, you may be figuring out how to get, you know, a bunch of people to come together or get on the same page. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles just shot out. This is a very grounded, practical energy. Definitely see you like very, very grounded here. Some of you may be more focused on your finances, the family, the home, Six of Swords, getting things in order, managing your finances. Additional guidance for Sagittarius. But you're feeling good. This is a nice spread. It does have a lot of different energies. So again, you could be dealing with a lot of people, but you're definitely being guided. Six of Swords and Temperance. You're being guided. For some of you, you may have a mother and father in spirit that's guiding you. Look at this, a time for healing. Look at this, a time for healing. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So balance is being restored. Healing vibes coming in. We do have the Cancer new moon this week. So set those intentions. But what's interesting is that Cancer new moon, for some of you, family is definitely significant. Your foundation could be manifesting like more stability in your life. Let's see, guidance on the love front for Sag. Okay, we have attraction. This is the card that's upright. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So for some of you, you may attract someone because you deserve love, pay attention to the red flags, and then religious factors. So you may attract someone this week that is not your usual type. They may be very different from you. But you definitely may be attracting someone your way. Okay, who is Sag dealing with? Who's Sag dealing with? Okay, we have fire and we have water. Interesting. Fire and water, what does it create? It creates a lot of steam. So if your partner, I mean, this is good energy for those of you that are partnered. Definitely. You could be taking a vacation together for some of you. Others, though, I mean, you could be attracting in a fire sign, a water sign. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Signs, Capricorn. What do they have coming up for this week, Capricorn? All right, we have the Page of Cups, Strength, Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, Death, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. Overall energy is the Fool. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I see you definitely looking at your options. You definitely have options. You have choices in front of you. And with the Fool energy, Capricorn, this is you definitely going for one of them. Taking a chance here. Just make sure that you have all of the information, that you're seeing everything clearly. But this is you definitely going for something with the Fool. Living in the moment for some of you. Taking a chance. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I definitely see you going for something. Temperance, the Knight of Wands. Definitely see you being guided here to take action, to plant some new seeds, to look at your options. Six of Cups. Some of you may have an option or options from your past. But yeah, Knight of Wands, the Empress. This is you definitely taking action. For some of you, a child could be coming in. There may be a pregnancy. But we've got the Fool, Strength, Death. You've got some majors here. So maybe a Scorpio, maybe a Leo is significant. I'm definitely seeing a lot of communication this week. Page of Cups being mirrored by the Page of Swords. So very inquisitive energy. Somebody could be trying to get to know you, or you're trying to get to know someone. For some of you, this is definitely on the love front. Maybe there was a disappointment in the past. It could be with a fire sign for some of you. There may have been an ending. So this could be a fresh start with someone new. Some of you have been healing. Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups. For some of you Capricorns, you've been healing. Maybe doing some online dating, maybe just browsing, but definitely healing. And I see you definitely moving forward. Some of you, though, you're taking a chance. You're waiting. This is you waiting to take your shot. So, yeah. I feel like for many of you, this is you initiating this change. You want this. You're ready with Death and the Fool. This is you definitely going for something. Feeling really inspired. Maybe even very passionate about this new beginning. So yeah, of course it can be love, but it doesn't have to be. But it definitely can be. Feeling inspired, wanting to talk to someone, wanting to get to know someone. The Seven of Cups can be someone wearing a mask, so just be careful of that. You've got strong Sagittarian vibes at the bottom of the deck. But let's clarify. All right, let's see. What is Death? We've got the Five of Cups mirroring Death. For some of you, it's the end of maybe being stuck. Let's see. Capricorn, what is the Death card about? Okay, the end of being alone, struggling, Five of Pentacles, a lack mindset, feeling abandoned, whatever it is, debt, depression. This is you initiating a change, and you have the strength to do so. So maybe prior there was like a lack of confidence. Something could have knocked your confidence. This is also like a fake it until you make it sort of energy. So, I mean, sometimes in life, depending on the situation, but sometimes in life, you have to. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, not at all. But there are a few times in life where that can actually be good advice. But yeah, whatever went down in the past, it may have knocked your confidence. And this is you initiating change. This is freedom. This is a very liberating energy. It's you walking down a brand new path. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That definitely can be your energy. What is the additional guidance for Capricorn? What do you need to release? So what's no longer serving you? Is it a lack mindset? Is it something that's draining you financially? We have a time for healing. What is the guidance on the love front for Capricorn? All right, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe career, money may have got in between you and your person, but you're getting over that. Forgiving and learning. You know, if that happened with like a past relationship, this is definitely like learning some lessons, learning some things. And for some of you, this could be new love that's coming in. Let's see, who is Capricorn dealing with? Who's Capricorn dealing with? Capricorn, you may be dealing with another Capricorn. And then we've got Aquarius. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius have coming up this week? Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Very nice. A lot of green. I'm seeing a lot of green there. Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Very nice. The Hanged Man, the Chariot, Two of Wands, the Empress. Look at that. You also have the Fool as the overall. So Capricorn just got this. I could be reading for some cuspers, or, you know, maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, interesting. This does remind me a little bit of another reading. I don't remember the sign. May have been a Cancer for some of you. So watch your other signs. Yeah, it's a similar vibe to another sign I did for this week. You've got the Fool as the overall. You've got the Four of Swords. So yeah, some of you, you're waiting for like the right moment to jump in the driver's seat, to move forward. For some of you, it can be physically travel and go somewhere. You're planning, you're getting organized, you're working with others. You've got like everything all set up. You're ready. Your plans are made. Just maybe like waiting for the green light. Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Seven of Swords, ready to shoot your shot. You're just waiting for that exact right moment. This is you also observing, definitely looking at, I think, a multiple different things right now. And so that could be how you're determining, you know, the exact right moment for you to move forward. Maybe you're looking at certain things. For some of you, you do have to overcome some fears. Eight of Swords is here, some fears, self-doubt. I see you doing that. I definitely see you doing that, but this is like scared of change. This may be like a big change for you. So maybe you're changing jobs or leaving a position or whatever it is. It may be a little scary, but you've got Death and you've got the Star. So the Star for me can always be a nice confirmation that you're on the right path. So needing to stay positive, have faith. You've got the Ten of Cups here. I mean, this could be you moving towards your happily ever after. This could be a very positive change for you, your family, the community for some of you. You may be moving to like a better community for some of you, better neighborhood. Yeah. I definitely see movement. I definitely see growth. I see you planting seeds. You've got a lot of fresh energy. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. You've got the Empress. Very fertile ground, very fertile energy, whatever seeds you're planting. As long as you keep working hard. For some of you, teamwork is definitely going to benefit you here at this time, but as long as you keep working hard, I feel like this is great. This is great. For some of you, this is also movement after stagnation. So if you felt stuck or blocked, this is movement. If it's a relationship seed that you're planting, maybe for some of you, you may have had trust issues, or maybe you didn't know if you could trust someone. So this is you maybe getting that confirmation as far as you being able to trust this person. And now you're going for it with the Fool. You're going for it. But yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I mean, this is success. It's victory. The Chariot is also a victory card. This is a big win. It really is a big win. And again, it could be for you and your family, or you and your community. It may affect a lot of different people. Four of Wands. I see you celebrating this. Two of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Empress. Such beautiful energy. Whatever you're planning, whatever you're making a decision about, I see you empowered, I see you in control, and I see you successful. I mean, this is a very, very nice reading, Aquarius. Very nice reading. Some of you, you're doing big things like within your career. I feel like you're on that journey. For some of you, you're definitely moving on up. Let's get you an additional guidance card, Aquarius. There could be three people involved in a situation. For some of you, three or more. But that could be like an outsider. That could be a family member. That could be someone who's helping you. That also could be like a work situation. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. It's very nice. It's you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, look at that. And we have the new moon in Cancer this week on the 25th. So this card actually came out. And we have the new moon this week. So that is awesome. Strong Cancerian energy here. So I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. But this is beautiful. So if you were worried about your family, your loved ones, this is saying that there's no need to worry. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So just keep working hard. Whatever seeds you're planting, whatever you're nurturing here at this time, there's great energy around this. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Aquarius? All right, so that's the only card that is upright. Yeah, I had a lot of cards shoot out, but we've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So for some of you, you're calling someone in. Maybe you're very focused on your career and you're growing, you're planting seeds, you're very successful, and you may not even be focused on love at all, but that's when this person is going to come in. For some of you, that's how it goes. I mean, look at this. Aquarius, look at this. You've got both soulmate cards coming out together here. We never see this, like, ever. So you've got a soulmate coming in. If you are partnered already, this can be a baby. For some of you, there may be a baby, a pregnancy that's coming in here with this energy. Others, this is a soulmate coming in. All right. Who is Aquarius dealing with? Who's Aquarius dealing with? We've got air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we've got Virgo. So maybe dealing with an air sign or a Virgo. All right, Aquarius. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces. What does Pisces have coming up for this week? Five of Wands. First card out, Pisces. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. King of Swords. Ace of Swords. Four of Swords. Overall energy is the Ten of Pentacles. So who else had this? I think it was Aries. So I definitely could be reading for some cuspers. But yeah, I believe they had the Ten of Pentacles as well as the overall energy. And there is the Ace of Wands. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So you have a couple of aces here in the spread. So I'm definitely seeing new beginnings, Pisces, and I think that you worked very, very hard to get where you're at. And I think you have some haters, honestly. I think you've got some haters around you. So first card that came out is the Five of Wands. So this is a petty really, it's an insignificant energy. It really is insignificant. This can be haters around you. It's opposition. But you've got 5 wands here. Look at this. You've got 4, 5, and then what I was going to say is 5 and 1 makes 6. So you don't have any more fire here in the spread, but this is 6 wands. So I see you as I see you being very successful. For some of you, you're like in the spotlight this week. Yeah, I feel like you're standing out. 4 of Wands, I feel like you're standing out. There is some sort of like shakeup with the Tower, some sort of shakeup. 4 of Pentacles, I see you protecting yourself. Also holding back, so there could be some drama. There could be some drama. Somebody may be stirring the pot. It could be because they see that you're doing good. It could be because you all are competing for maybe this Ace of Wands. This can be competition around a new beginning. So yeah, somebody could be acting out. Somebody may be loud. They may be, acting out, trying to trigger you. For some of you, that's what this is. Others, it's haters. So yeah, pick and choose your battles. If you've always dealt with a group of people a certain way, this is saying to continue on treating them or dealing with them in that manner. So if you normally, don't allow yourself to get triggered easily, something like that, this is saying just keep that up. You definitely have some haters. But again, it's an insignificant energy. It's a petty energy. And you can completely ignore it, really. Which I feel like you are doing. So some of you are just very, very focused on your career, your finances. If you don't work for a living, a project, there's something that you're like really invested in at the moment. For some of you, you're planting a new seed here, and it has like all of your attention here. So that's good. That is good. 10 of Pentacles. Family this week may be significant. Your home, real estate may be significant. Assets, all of that. If you have property assets, this could be you taking care of some business, some maybe legal paperwork, things like that, as far as like maybe insurance or wills or anything like that. You may have people around you that disagree, or they don't want you to do something, whatever it is. With that 5 of Wands. But this is you feeling inspired. You also have this very high vibrational energy here. So I feel like you're on another level here. So you're vibrating very high, Pisces. And, that's why these people can't trigger you, or they don't affect you. Some of you are like beating the competition. And it's because you're on a different level. Your focus is elsewhere. So when you focus on the drama, when you focus on that lower energy, that lower vibrational energy, that is actually what you manifest. And so I don't see you focused on that at all. For many of you, I see you focused on your coins here. I see you focused on the future. Focus more on the positive, which is great. And you want peace, like you don't want drama. I see many of you, you don't want drama. You don't want the headache. You just want peace. Now, there may be a King of Pentacles around you that's significant. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This also could be your energy. But we do have this King of Pentacles sitting here with the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this could be your partner. Could be someone you're also working with. We do have two kings here. So King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. There could be something going on with an air sign. So yeah, I would pick and choose my battles here with the air sign. You may be on the same page as a King of Pentacles. So if you're working with two masculine energies, this could be you at odds with one of them and then in agreement with the other. If you're looking at a couple of like different choices here as far as a relationship or a business partnership, you're definitely leaning towards the one that inspires you, the one that's more like level-headed, grounded, very business savvy, business focused, very humble individual. So that could be you, or that could be someone that you're working with. But you've got the Ace of Swords. If you are agreeing with someone, you may sign something. You may put something in writing this week. So again, I mean, that may have to do with family or assets. Maybe you have an ex, or maybe you have someone that's not agreeing with you or with what you're doing. But let's see, what is the Five of Wands? Please clarify. And I do apologize, guys, for any background noise. It's very noisy here today. All right, what is the Five of Wands for Pisces? What is the Five of Wands? But you've got the Four of Swords here, so that is a nice peaceful energy. Some of you may actually take a break at some point. Nine of Pentacles is here. 10 of Pentacles is here. I feel like you're good. You're good financially. I mean, others around you may be jealous of that because some of you can take a break. I'm also reading for some Pisces that are really laid back. Okay, so the person that maybe is jealous, it's possible that for some of you, they're a Cancer. That's a possibility. That's interesting. Knight of Rods at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely see you keeping your distance from this person or this group, the situation. I see you moving away from it. I see you keeping your distance. But for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, this could be someone that really is trying to like trigger you. Yeah, they're trying to trigger you, and they could be doing stuff like on social media. They could be quite loud and, yeah, disruptive, quite aggressive. This person may really be trying to get like a rise out of you. So be careful of that. That's obviously not all of you, but someone may really want to pick a fight with you. So be careful of that. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. But let me see. I'm just going to pull a card on the Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. So if there was deception, avoidance, deception. You could definitely be making peace with someone, making peace with a situation. Somebody could be taking accountability. Others, you're avoiding a person, a group, a situation because you want peace. So you're avoiding the group, you're avoiding the situation. You may hear from someone. For some of you, you may respond. Others, you may not. But again, that's movement. I feel like you're avoiding, you're keeping your distance, which is definitely good advice for some of you. All right, what is the additional guidance for Pisces? All right, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. A new start is coming, new moon, and then don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So you've got 2 full moon cards and a new moon card. So new beginnings, definitely. We do have the new moon in Cancer this week. It's on the 25th. So that day may be significant for you. It could be that people are trying to trigger you on that day. But a personal issue reaches resolution, and then a new start is coming. So don't let pride get in your way. That's interesting. All right, let me get you guidance on the love front. I do apologize, guys. I don't want to stop the reading. All right, what is the guidance for Pisces on the love front? All right, past life relationship, you have known each other before, and then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for some of you, I think you're doing good. You're looking good. You're in a good place. And this could be someone from your past that's trying to come back. They could be expressing themselves to you. Maybe you have children together. For others, you may have new love coming in. This can be new love. Definitely. And when you meet this person, when you come together with this person, it may feel like you've always known them. All right, let's see. Who is Pisces dealing with? We've got Gemini and we've got Air. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. All right, guys. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I do want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys very much. I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and also please like this video. If you are interested in having a private reading, all of my information is listed down below. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Have a great week.